Hello. I never do this, so I thought I would do a video of me reading this. My good friend Matthew gave it to me. Apparently where he lives, a Scientologist lived there before he bought the house, and so now he's just always getting this Scientology lit. So he gave this to me. He knew which of his friends would want this. Now this is like insider stuff, y'all. Very clearly geared at actual IAS members. They're celebrating the decade. Oh, I'm sorry. Celebrating the decade that changed everything. It was all different before. Golden Age of Knowledge accomplished. Who knew? I guess that's all done. Don't know what that means. Our spiritual headquarters inaugurated. One of their famous Photoshop jobs where there weren't nearly this many people there and you can see the same person multiple times. Look how much paper has been wasted already to tell us like 4 sentences. A new Scientology org dedicated at a rate of 1 every other month. Okay, now I wasn't a math major, but I'm pretty sure that's just 6 a year. Just say 6 a year. So like 60. Approximately 60. Alright. Ooh, we got a lot of musicians. I'm surprised there's no banjos. From Clear to Eternity by L. Ron Hubbard. I'll just pick a passage at random. The whole band of gains we call the lower grades. The very least of these gains, and there are many, by PC testimony, is stated to exceed by far any advance in personal gain ever known, achieved in any former practice known. A simple flying of ruds can get more gain than 10 years of psychoanalysis. Oh, someone should do a documentary about Scientology's psychology theories, and it should be called Clear as Mud. You can take that, you can use it. I have too many projects. Also, every single thing has a QR code. Is anybody using QR codes? Setting the stage for eternity. Can you say straight up and vertical? Yes, I can. But there is just one woman who, instead of looking straight forward at the stage, is just turned 90 degrees and looking straight at the camera? You guys see that? If you can't make it out, simply pull out your recent ISN International Scientology News issue 78, go to page 21 and you'll see what I mean. As Mr. Miscavige recounts milestone after milestone, the audience relives a thrilling decade, one that saw greater expansion than all previous decades combined. So you're telling me that before 2010, there were fewer than 60 orgs combined around the world? I don't think that's true. 2020, how much paper are these people wasting? I've seen David Miscavige's smug little mug like 5 times already. What do these figures mean? 12-time delivery increase? What is that? That don't mean nothing. Narcodon has saved countless more people. 40 million people received The Way to Happiness. I can believe that. There's lots of copies of it. Oh, so Scientology loves to do this. They pass out literature in a particular town, and then if there's any decrease in crime, or let's say it's just a decrease in one particular kind of crime, they just gather those stats the next year, and then they take credit for it. We passed out some L. Ron Hubbard literature, and clearly that is why. Here's a woman who has never held a flag in her goddamn life. She just... I can't think of anything I would hold that way. It's the fight to eliminate drugs from our society. Y'all, your founder took a lot of pills. Okay, we have another person who has never held a flag. Does not know how to do it. I put it in my 2 hands. I have opposable thumbs. Am I doing it right? Not really. Okay. Oh, guess what's on the next page? People holding flags. They don't know how to hold a flag. They are so uncomfortable holding a flag. Anyway, he holds a sunflower better than he holds a flag, but I feel like all these people were just given hands for the first time. Jim Johnson is serving up the tastiest pizza in Texas using the freshest ingredients and an extra helping of LRH admin technology. There he is. He's making pizza. This could be you. I wanted to have a McDonald's. McDonald's used to serve pizza. Almost normal flag holding, not really. And guess who's back? This guy. Okay, we have found someone who has held a flag in her life. She looks fairly natural about it. That's Ella. This woman has used a flag before but has never waved before. What happens when you grow up in Scientology? Are you just never allowed to hold anything? Okay. What, Chris? What? Building an ideal world. There's David Miscavige again. Honestly, I've probably seen him 20 times already. 2010 to 2020 opens some orgs. How many we got? Weren't we supposed to have 60? 24 orgs. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 42, 43, 44. I only see 44. And you know what? That isn't even one every 2 months. I see Davey there again. There he is. There's our man. Ohio scores big. Congrats, Ohio. Oh, there's our Davey boy. Oh, there's Dave. Why not? Where is your wife? Oh, there he is again. He's never held a rope. Oh, finally, when you're the top in your field and you're like, I invented the first ever phone shoe, and I just wish that I would be recognized for my contributions, but Scientology just still hasn't seen what I've contributed, and if they would just honor me, I would feel like I finally got my due. There's Dave. That's them. They waited their whole life for this. This is their moment in the sun. Oh, and there's Dave. David Miscavige, chairman of the board. Shall I read his speech? First, by all means, and for God's sake, take advantage of the fact that you are a Scientologist. The technology itself will propel you. Both sides of the bridge, spiritually free. The proud knowingness. So however else you plan to spend the next 10 years, how about immersing yourself in any Scientology activity that calls your name, or even perhaps the Sea Org, or what LRH describes as a vessel made of life. It's time to think about fulfilling a serious role in the crusade to clear the planet. Maybe this isn't an invitation after all. Maybe it's your destiny. So well spoken. That didn't say anything. Okay, where's Dave? Oh dear God. I feel unmoored. An ad for Scientology TV. Relive the historic moments. If you wanted to see those all over again, don't worry. There's a QR code for that. The decade that changed everything. Thank you, Matthew.